Good morning, class. We have some objectives that you guys need to learn by the end of the lecture. So first off is I want you guys to define the differences between capitalism and communism.
Cool.
And second of all,
You should stop and rewrite objectives.
that's fine. It works. Alright. And then second of all, I want you to identify which ideology, communism or capitalism, that the United States and the Soviet Union subscribed to during the Cold War. And first off, I'd like to ask you guys some questions. So, do you guys think that being rich is a reflection of hard work? Who wants to answer that?
I'll go for it.
Let's hear it, Wes.
I think it definitely can be. We're in a country where you can work your way to the top, but at the same time, it's very hard to do that, and it takes a lot of work. So it's possible, but
Sometimes it's just luck.
that's true. That's
Sometimes it's luck. Sometimes it's just being in the right place at the right time.
Definitely.
All right, Erica, I'd like you to answer this question. Is it the government's job to care for the poor?
I think it's the government's job to look out for the well-being of their people, but not necessarily to take care of the poor, because sometimes there's a reason that the poor are poor, say they abuse drugs or something like that.
Yeah.
Don't necessarily need the government paying for them to have drugs.
Awesome. All right, Wes. Do you think owning property or being a manager of a company is a bad thing?
Not necessarily. I feel like as long as the company that you're running hires with equal opportunity, it allows for everybody to be a part of something, and it's not one person in total control. So.
Definitely. So if you have some checks and balances, then that could even the playing field for everyone involved.
Definitely. Yeah.
For sure. All right, Erica. What class do you think you belong to?
I think I'm probably middle class, maybe upper middle class.
Middle class. Yeah, that's what a lot of people in the United States think. What about you, Wes?
I'd say the same.
You're not like Bill Gates.
Not even close.
Really? You're not like really poor either, scraping to get by?
No.
Alright. Good. Alright, at this point, I will hand out the Communist Manifesto excerpts, and we'll have both Erica and Wes read them and just try to find some truths in them and debate whether they have validity or not. And then after about 20 or so minutes, they will be done doing that, and then I will break them into groups, which I'm about to do right now. So now that you guys are sitting across from one another, the Socratic method can take place, where you will think for about 5 minutes what are some good merits to communism, whereas you, Erica, will think of what are some good merits to capitalism. Okay? Now that you guys have thought for 5 minutes on the merits of either system, I would like you guys to just start saying things that are held truthful to your system and you believe are good things.
So truthful and beneficial.
And beneficial to a society that is underneath communism.
Just the pros.
Yeah, just the pros, just the pros. So you want to start it off?
Sure. I guess in a communist society, at least on paper, everybody would be given equal opportunity with pretty much everything.
Awesome. Erica?
In a capitalist society, everybody has the opportunity to rise above their socioeconomic class and to make something of themselves.
Awesome. Wes?
In a communist society, the communist government would be able to provide for everybody in an equal way and give everybody what they need.
So,
I guess.
Erica?
In a capitalist society, because there is competition, it will push its citizens to the next level.
Yeah. All right, Wes. What's another pro to communism?
Just the general mentality of everybody. Well, I mean, you're always going to have standouts, but a general mentality, everybody's on the playing field and nobody can consider themselves higher than somebody else.
Awesome. Erica?
in a capitalist society, if somebody thinks they're better than you, then you can rise above and prove that you're better than them, actually.
Oh, it's a society of competition that breeds excellence. Okay. Wes, do you have another pro for your system?
I don't know.
Okay, well let's start a question and answer period. Wes, is there anything that Erica said that you believe may not be true or you would argue against?
If I'm arguing on the communist side.
Yeah, exactly.
In a capitalist society, a lot of people get exploited through different companies and just the way the workforce works. A lot of people are taken advantage of.
For sure. All right, Erica.
Was that a question?
No, that was.
No, are we supposed to?
No, you were arguing one of her points
Okay.
to capitalism. And is there anything that Wes said that you believe may not hold truthful, and you'd like to ask him a question on that?
What's that? Well, in a society where they're treated equal by the government, doesn't the society become complacent? You know, strive to.
What's your rebuttal?
I feel like the government's still active because everybody's, if everybody's putting in, something's going to be given out to everybody else in some way or another, whether or not that works.
What if they don't put in?
Well, then you have outliers, and there's got to be some sort of system set up for.
But I thought everybody was treated the same.
A punishment. Well, yeah, but you still have to provide. Everybody puts in to get out. That's kind of the idea. So.
But what if nobody put in?
Well, then you don't have anything. Everybody has to do something.
So communism won't work.
No, that's not how it works.
All right,
Communism,
Reagan,
everybody
you
has
got your shot. Wes, is there anything that really irks your intuition when it comes to capitalism, and you would like to question Erica on?
Yeah, just as far as how there's such a wide range of socioeconomic class because of, like I was saying before, just because of large companies exploiting lower class, and it's almost keeping them down and not allowing them to have opportunity.
Well, I mean, like you said, there's going to be outliers in any set of data, but as far as there being, somebody who's much higher than another class of people and them exploiting the lower class, when when human nature is involved in anything, it becomes corrupt and it can never be, perfect, utopian, and there's always going to be, somebody who's better than you at something, or maybe has more money than you, and it's the ideal that you can rise above that and make something of yourself. That just because right now you might be exploited by the big guy and you might be in a lower socioeconomic class, you can work hard, enlist the help of whatever, and rise up.
Okay.
Good, students. I have some Venn diagrams that I would like to pass out and have you guys compare, contrast, whatever you may do with those Venn diagrams when it comes to communism and capitalism. So let me do that.
All right.
Good. Now that you have filled out those Venn diagrams for the past 10 minutes, I would just like to insight upon you guys any feelings of questions you may have or concerns. Is there any questions you have for me?
As far as what we discussed and answers to that, or how it works, or.
All right. So, do you guys know which country subscribed to which ideology during the Cold War?
The U.S. is a capitalist society, and the USSR is a communist society. Understand?
Good.
Very good.
Looks like you have met all the objectives I had for you guys. So now that you guys can define the differences between capitalism and communism from that Venn diagram that you just filled out, and now that you know which country subscribed to which economic ideology, I feel that we have come to the conclusion of this lesson. And I think the bell just rang, so you guys better get off to your biology class.
Awesome. I learned today.
Oh, me too. Me too.